Hi everybody, it's me, the Hidden Object Guru. Hope you're having a good day. I know I am. As you can imagine, we're going to start things off the only way I know how. I see your point, Marissa. Why, it's almost like it's the best banner I've ever had. Oh! I don't know why I thought that was scandalous. Okay, well, it's having real trouble reading my, Xbox, so don't really know what to do about that. Hey, so Railways, what are you up to this morning? Okay. I was hoping we could load up some Cozy Grove, but we seem to be having a technical issue vis-a-vis our game capture program. Sorry about this. We're just probably going to have to go straight on to House of Ashes unless it works in a few seconds. Not that I think that'll disappoint anyone. Oh, no, wait. No. Give it a second and... Oh, thank God. We're not going to miss our Jeremy Gruffle. It's great coffee. I'm happy to hear that it works again. House of Ashes, Detective Assassin? Well, yeah, and then we're premiering a new video. I did know what you meant. But you didn't hear that yet, so it makes sense that you responded that way. Oh, not today, coffee. Cool, Railways. Wait, why would you have dinner? It's 8 a.m. Sorry, noon. Sorry. Oh, it's 4 p.m. for you. I'm not smart. It is far away from me. Well, it's not far away from me. It was just behind a monitor. Sorry about that. Oh, what was your premiere, Coffee? What was your new video? Hey, it's Costume Lady. Hey, Costume Lady, what's up? Oh. Formal hat, shirt, formal, fall festival, mysterious, dark, eerie. Okay. And what does Costume Boy want today? Aww. I'm already playing along. Alright, apparently they both want me to wear costumes today. I'm a little embarrassed about this. Okay. Oh. I think Jeremy could use a hug. And I was right. That's awesome, Detective. What kind of singing are you focusing on, if I may ask? Okay. Alright, so that hat. I got a lot of hats. Mayor's tuxedo should work. Nope. Huh. I need some kind of face mask. Mysterious festive face mask to go with my tuxedo. Do you have anything for me, Mr. Kit? You say you've got new clothes. I don't see any mysterious... Well, first off, the bear hood looks fantastic. No, I'm not wearing it now, but wow. Happy ghost mask, nice. How is that not mysterious? Alright. Hey, Mammoth. I'm very interested in The Devil in Me, and I have a bunch of theories about it, which is why after we finish House of Ashes on the stream today, I'm going to be premiering my new video, which is a breakdown of The Devil in Me teaser. So it's going to have all of my predictions for what's going on in The Devil in Me, based on the evidence in the teaser and in the game. Alright. That sounds awesome, Detective. Alright, here's where we were. Whoa! As long as the first season sells well, Mammoth, they will have a season 2, yes, of Dark Pictures. Hey, Callum, what's up?
With a Marine.
Oh, Jason. He stabbed the hell out of that monster. I got no complaints, David. I wonder if he's going to, ambush me.
What the hell? Don't you fucking move.
Okay.
You alone? Anyone else make it?
It all happened too fast. I think it's just you and me.
Nice railways.
Just you and me, huh? Well, that's just fucking great.
I don't mean you any harm. I swear.
No shit. I'm the one holding the gun.
Oh, Jason.
Honestly, I'm just glad to see a human face.
Me too.
Aww.
Your friend said, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That is not always true, but if we both want to live, we must fight as one. A sword and the shield.
They're too wordy for my liking. I'm in.
Oh, Jason. And now we've reached the start of his character arc. Oh, Gordon Freeman wished he was as badass with his crowbar as Salim is with that truck piece he has repurposed into being a spear.
If I think for 1 second you're trying to cross me, you best believe me. Following second, you're dead.
I kill vampires. You think I'm afraid of a jarhead?
Weird that that audio's not
Looks like
playing.
our best way through.
I do not have Back for Blood coffee.
The other
You know I don't
can't
play
slip through.
multiplayer games. I got you, Detective.
Go!
The characters have unlimited ammo for whatever scene they're in. Mammoth.
Are you okay?
They have to reload, but it's always narratively.
What do you think? It's blocked. I gotta find another way around.
So he will never run out of ammo in the game. Oh, okay. So it's just a normal audio glitch.
I think there's a way through. I just need to clear it from my side.
Well,
Do
I
it
don't
quick.
know how long it's going to take us to
Things
beat
could
the
be
game.
anywhere.
Probably around 2 o'clock, Detective.
You got any idea what we're dealing with?
Can we talk about something else, please?
I hear you. Like what?
Tell me what your home's like.
Home. Where do I start?
Oh,
No
so
money,
yeah,
no
around
work,
2,
no
detective.
future. Kids killing each other for a fucking nickel. Rich getting richer, poor getting poor. That's home. For me, at least.
It's becoming like that everywhere, it seems.
Well,
Aww.
all said and done, I'd rather be there than stuck here in this.
I don't know, Coffee. I haven't looked at his
And
credits.
you both.
I mean, it's the same model as Brad. Damn.
Thanks. What's the first
Oh, good.
thing you're gonna do when we get out of here?
We're in the pit. Because they haven't revealed it, Coffee. It's just a fan theory. They haven't revealed anything from Season 2. They've hinted at stuff from Season 2, but they haven't revealed anything. And the way they're cycling through voice actors, maybe I'll have a shot. Ah, I gotcha. Maybe
9 p.m.
future.
Something unholy
Season 2
has
is
happened.
when they're going to be,
As I sat with my wife,
it looks like,
I
switching
noticed
their
something in her hand.
development over Unreal
Lady Bradshaw's
5,
brooch.
so they might have new or
She must have
adapted
pulled it from her
models.
shirt when she grabbed at her.
You're crazy, Valeria.
Turning
This is
it
the best
over.
game they've ever made.
I noticed that it looked like one of the creatures we'd exhumed from the cocoons. Were these the demons Mary had spoken about?
That's right.
Had
Vampire
Bradshaw
in
known
an
all
eclipse
along what
was the
we'd found
brooch.
down here? Then Mary's corpse moved. It was not my wife.
Hey, Michael.
It was something inhuman. It leapt at me, and only the bars of the cell spared me from its fury.
What about the butterfly effect, Mammoth? Do I believe that people's actions have rippling effects outwards? Yes, of course I do. That's just how physics work. Do I believe a butterfly flapping its wings can cause a series of changes that creates a tornado? Less, less so. I think that's more of a metaphor than it is a description of an actual physical effect. I would love it if they did a werewolf game. Okay.
What is the meaning of those markings on your hand?
Okay. Now I'll do this.
It's to honor the dead.
I will listen carefully, future. In fact, I'll get my
As good a
audio
reason as
recorder.
any.
It's a damn good reason. The only reason.
Oh, Jason.
I have no grievance
You're
with
so
you.
adorable and naive.
Maybe you need to switch on the news.
Listen. There was a man once who built his house on the banks of a river. When the floods came, his wall washed away. When the droughts came, the water dried up and the man was thirsty. All day, the insects bit this man's flesh. Yet each night, he says to his wife, "We have all
Hey, Wheat,
the
what's up?
fish we can eat." Your people chose this war, Jason.
think
I understand,
you need to
Mammoth.
give your mouth some rest.
No one has ever abandoned Celine. If anyone does, they deserve to be punched in the face. I got you, future. Don't worry. No, I remember that scene. Don't worry. And I remember him saying that in the scene. Oof. Sometimes we were wasting a bit of time. Whoa! Celine! That ain't cool, Marissa. Abandoning Celine is never cool. What? Oh. I'll close everything else down and hopefully it'll smooth that. I'll just quickly close every other program on my computer. I was editing last night. I had to rush out the video y'all are going to see premiere. Here's the edit track of that video. Save. Close. And let's face it, I left all the programs up before going to sleep. Didn't then started to stream immediately after waking up. So I did not have time to, you know, show it. But I'm closing everything else down. We should be fine soon. Adjacent. Alright. You suspected correctly that that was Marissa. Alright, back to it, everybody.
I say we get the fuck out of here.
Oh, Jason. Charming as always. Alright, so. Kind of an important room for later. Just FYI. Pay attention to this room. Not going to make a big deal out of it, but pay attention to this room.
Looks to me like a medical bay.
This could come in handy.
If you want to stick 60-year-old explosive in your back, be my guest.
Aww. You see, the reason he's saying that is explosives, TNT, is essentially made up of nitroglycerin, which is soaked in cotton and sawdust, and a bunch of other chemicals to stabilize it. But, you know,
What is it?
ta-da!
Whatever
Here it
these things
is.
are, they feed on blood.
They don't just feed on blood, Jason. Didn't you read
Not
that?
just blood, though. Adrenaline. They want their prey scared before they make the kill.
You're doing a good job, then.
Yeah, except how it does it is not just by chasing them, but by injecting their saliva, which causes people to freak out. And that's the wife. Oof. Clarice fell down a pit. Joey got set on fire. Coffee. Just like in Twilight. Yes, Mammoth. Except they're monster. They're, you know, look like giant bats. But other than that, just like it. Well, future, go for it. I'm premiering my video about the Devil in Me teaser at the end of this stream, so this is the place for theories. Alright, so this is her getting turned into a bat monster. So here's the thing that I had the hardest time in the game finding. The secret. So you go here.
Nope.
Oh, Jason. You're still the worst at this point. Of course they do. Salim's the best. It had to be different in this save file.
1st of
Because
January.
I was trying to get this done as quickly as
1947.
possible.
1
Marissa.
a.m.
Either way,
The
she's dead.
saboteur has struck again, sealing us in here. We are hopelessly trapped with those things. All around us, they shriek from the darkness. Crow has set up his machine gun,
Yay.
pointed towards the catacombs. Mary was right. We cannot
I
fight
did.
that which does not live. There is only one option now. bring the whole damn temple down on them. Even if it means bringing it down on our own heads. They cannot be allowed out of here.
That's right. Raffley, we're playing the new horror game from Dark Pictures, and we love it. No, I mean, there are plenty of old Sumerian temples in Iraq, and a little into... No, not really into Iran, based on how Sumer was. But anyway, in Iraq, but none of them are in this good shape. There's no temple that's actually looks this good. Interesting theory. Alright, so let me find the secret. So here's the exit from the level, right? So what you do is you go to the right, around this brazier, look in this corner. And I missed this the first 2 times I was here. And you got a piece of black onyx. And the idea is, black onyx represents eclipses. Because gems are normally supposed to sparkle like the sun, but a black gem has all the characteristics of a normal gem, but it doesn't sparkle at all because it's pure black.
Hold up, will you?
What are you doing? You think they're still alive? That's hopeful.
Hope is all we got left.
Yeah, it really feels like there should have been a break in the middle of Act 2. Right after Rachel meets Clarice and they kill Joey, it should have gone to black and we should have had another curator scene. Damn. I should really do a Supermassive Games tier list video maker, shouldn't I? I just put up my reaction video. So, this is the shot in the game that made me think that, in the trailer, that made me think they were dealing with aliens. That's how ridiculous I am. I saw that green light in a teaser, and I'm like, yep, it's aliens. Only aliens have glowing green lights.
This place is a Jack in the Box.
I think it's a real oversight.
What do you make of it?
It's like nothing I've ever seen.
I'll tell you in a second. So I'm going to talk about how implausible something is in a second.
Cable? The explorers must have gone down.
I don't think they made it back up.
That winch still looks functional.
No.
No?
Me too,
not
Future.
Going down there. The archaeologists didn't make it out. What does that
Slim
mean?
is so reasonable.
We're not archaeologists?
Our world is up there, not down below.
Well, there's an army of monsters between us and the world above. They're close. Fired up.
You're crazy. If those vampires come from anywhere down there, you really want to find them in their own home?
What I've been doing since I set foot in this country. Get that elevator working.
Oh. So, I'll talk about the plausibility of something in a minute. So as you can see, it's got 4 stabilizing chains to keep it from wobbling, and it's got a cable in the middle that lifts and lowers. They really are Future. Oh no. Alright, so in that previous scene they were 300 feet underground. Right? I want you to remember that.
An ancient horror has awoken from its slumber and is hungry for blood. Shall we see how many have fallen into shadow? Rachel found her way back to the light. Well done. All alive. Although don't get complacent. Their lives still hang by a thread.
Aww.
Let's hope nothing unfortunate has befallen Sergeant Kay. Those taken by the Abyss seldom live to tell the tale. As for Jason and Salim, sworn enemies who cannot seem to bury the hatchet unless that hatchet is buried in a bag.
Aww.
I don't want to seem like an ungracious host, but time is against us. I'll be here to greet your charges as they cross the finishing line, or to bury what remains of them under it.
Aww. So cute.
Again? Jesus, Eric, how many times? This is me. This is my way of dealing with it, and I'm done trying to explain it to you.
Rachel being the worst.
Yes, this is my life now, and I'll live it on my terms. Wait, what did you just say?
Bad time?
I have seen
Yeah,
that
it's
now,
a real
Michael.
fucking bad
Yeah.
I'm just dropping off the files you requested.
Not now.
Hey, Horror
I
King.
said not now.
Well, I didn't mean to upset you.
Awesome railways. It's a fun tripod
not you.
design. I prefer the tripod design from the book
Seems like
The Tripods.
Oh, yeah, we're all
But War of the
running away
Worlds
from
is good
something.
too.
I know I am.
I'm playing on
You were
Curator's
caught up in
Cut.
the mess at the checkpoint. You shot that woman. It's okay. You could talk to me.
Just a woman preying on an emotionally vulnerable subordinate.
I'm dealing with it.
You're a dirtbag,
Yeah,
Rachel.
Are you?
You got your own problems. And whoever that was, that sounded like a gold medal asshole.
Hopefully it will smooth out soon.
Whatever it is, you'll deal with it. Or say the word. And I'll handle it for you.
Uh-oh.
Jason, you here?
Well, it looks like there's gonna be 3 women in Devil and Me, so maybe. Marissa. Unless one of them is from the teaser. Could be one of them is from the teaser. There was a live show, War of the Worlds?
What the fuck?
Uh-oh. So anyway, just FYI, because I'm playing on Curator's Cut, there's a good chance Rachel will not survive the game. Just putting that out there. Thought you should be warned.
Nick, I thought I lost you.
I thought I'd lost you.
You two are the worst.
Right.
Eric.
No, she's the worst. Anyway, this next scene, you can play this scene with 2 vampires, and it's amazing.
Shit, it's malfunctioning.
Colonel, you gotta go!
You too, Nick, you're coming with us.
Come on, Ray.
I think she means in real life, Michael. fictional characters get named Nick because people associate it with Chaddom. But there are plenty of bad Nicks in real life.
Over there.
Okay.
Hold the door.
Yeah, so no matter who I play as in this scene, no matter whether it's regular cut or, I figured what you meant. No matter whether I play Nick in this scene, regular curator's cut, if you're playing single player, you always play as Nick in this scene, right? And as a consequence, right, like, there's a death you can't get unless you're playing co-op. Let's try something. Give me a second, everybody. Hold on. Anyway, now's a good time to guess who's on the plushie cam. The rules are everybody gets one guess. If you guess the same thing as someone else, only the first one on my timeline counts. Any... Careful. I'm going to open up my... Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, I think I know what might have been eating up a lot of the RAM. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, sorry, everyone who... Scarecrow Dentist, gotcha. It's, if you guess a category, like let's say it's Cool Cat Garfield, and you guess cat, I'll say, yeah, it's a cat. Which one? And then, here's the big one. If you, it's never going to be the same plushie as yesterday, and if you win, so it's not going to be, Laszlo the Bat. And if you win, I'm going to send you a list of games that I have, Steam codes for. You pick one, I'll send you the Steam code, and you'll have a new game. Or an old game that you wanted an extra copy of. I don't tell you how to live. Okay. That should do it. Hopefully I have closed down everything that was causing choppiness. My memory... I'm still using all of my CPU, like literally all of my CPU. There we go. Alright, that should ease things off. Okay. I know it was doing it. You're going to guess the Crow Guy cat. Well, get ready, everybody. There's a hint coming. The hint is... our first day, we had the Crow, who was here because, you know, he heard that the... he heard that the curator can turn into a crow now. So he wanted to be on the show. So he was on the show. The second day, so the Crow... told Laszlo the Bat about all the bat monsters in House of Ashes, so naturally Laszlo the Bat wanted to be on the stream the next day. Quite reasonable, right? And then what happened was, Laszlo the Bat told somebody else that we were going to be covering The Devil in Me today, and showing the new analysis video at the end of the trailer. And so another plushie said, well, if you're going to be showing The Devil in Me, I have to be on there. And so that's the plushie that's on there. Alright, so that's the hint. It's a long narrative hint, but that is actually a really good hint that will help you a lot if you've been paying attention. But that's on you. You're the one who has to pay attention to all the evidence about the devil in me.
Get out of here!
So, Marissa, did you screw up this QT as well?
Stay out of sight.
You can guess demon if you want, Michael. Well, nobody's played The Devil in Me. It's not out yet. I hate this so much. I think what I hate most about it is that there are always multiple phases. We do have a vampire plush. It's a vampire angel from the show Angel. But he's also a Muppet. He's both a Muppet and a vampire. It's really cute. Oh. Yeah, but if Rachel's a vampire here and you fail the QTE, Eric gets killed. Yeah, you have to do an extra QT if you fail this one, because Nick has to fight the monster and they kick him down a hole. But if Rachel's a vampire too, failing the heartbeat sensor basically gets Eric killed automatically.
All clear. That was too close. Come on, Marine, follow me.
Oh, did you make a guess? Marissa? Yeah, it's unbelievable how agile he is, despite, you know, not having a right leg below the knee. Like, you couldn't get that actor to limp a little? There's the scene where he's limping.
That thing's gone?
That's the only one where he's limping.
Looked like it went down that tunnel.
I thought you might want to show off since I put in an elaborate hint.
Jason's alive.
Maybe things aren't going so badly after all.
I can't do this anymore. It's time. It's gotta be time.
Time for what?
You know what?
Nick, you were the
Lay your cards
worst.
on the table. You can't keep playing this, man.
Nick, listen.
No, you listen. If I get killed down here, I want to know I stood up like a real man, not some chump. Rachel, you said you tell him when the time was right.
I need you to tell him now. Tell him the truth.
You don't wear a ring because your marriage ended a year ago.
Oh, this is a stressful situation, huh? Good time for a cigarette, maybe, Nick? Oh, but wait, you don't have a lighter, do you?
Eric.
You took me for a fool. Well, guess what? This fool figured it out. Roll it out for us.
Now? Right fucking now?
Yes, now. We may not have another chance.
This is so inappropriate, time-wise.
You and I, we had something very special.
Rachel's
That was
such
a long time ago.
trash.
Him? You're choosing him.
This isn't about choosing. It's about knowing what's best for me. I was on my way. I was making a new life for myself. Life has a way about it. Today, I've seen the same man I fell for all those years ago. When you held on to that rope, I knew you'd always be there for me. I want to try us again.
Sorry, Railways. Seriously, Nick, you don't actually love Rachel. You're just suffering from PTSD and she's the only one you can communicate with.
Don't say
This is not a healthy relationship.
I'm sorry it came to this.
Why would he be a dick about this?
Colonel? Ma'am?
Let's go find
It's
Colton.
fine, Railways.
Thank you.
You had to pay real attention to the opening credits of this game to understand my hint. Alright, so watch. They were 300 feet down. Right? Or 400 feet down, somewhere at that. Point is, they just rode that elevator 3,000 feet down. That is 30 stories. That is a 30...
shit in my life.
33,000. No. That is a 300-story building. I can't believe I got that backwards. I'm like, no, that's the size of Jeff Bezos' yacht. They just took that elevator down the height of a 300-story building. So, you know, unbelievably cartoonishly tall, right? And I want to point out that they had 4 chains, meaning, by my count, the archaeology crew, see these big heavy chains? That means they had 12,000 feet of chains, which is again, I'm bad at math in American. If this was metric, I wouldn't have a problem. Well, why don't I do it in metric? 3,000 feet is 1,000 meters. It's a kilometer straight down. They just went a kilometer into the earth, meaning that there are 4 kilometers worth of chains there. How on earth did the archaeology team have 4 kilometers worth of chains? Apparently Marissa is guessing spider. Like, a lot of the stuff this expedition brought, I completely get, understand, not questioning at all. Gotcha, railways. Yeah, I'm sorry I embarrassed myself with my terrible math there about miles, but I have no idea how many feet in a mile. Isn't it like 4,700 or something ridiculous like that? God, what a terrible system it is. The imperial measurements. Boom! Check it out, everybody. Yeah, that's the worst death in the entire game. It is by far the grossest death I've seen in the entire game, and I never want to see it again. Okay.
What is that? Cocoon? Looks like those things came from here.
Yep.
Smells like formaldehyde.
500, see? I had no idea. I'm not ashamed to say it. I have no idea how miles work. Oh, it's because it's 1,700 yards in a mile, and 1,700 times 3 is 552.80. Right, so it's 1,760 feet in a mile. Sorry, 1,760 meters in a mile, and that times 3 for 3 feet is 52.80. Okay. Knew there was a 7 in there somewhere.
Didn't help him.
Oh. Apparently his journal only had 10 pages in it. It was not much of a journal. Yeah, it's a ridiculous system of measurement, Michael. The only reason Americans have stuck with it is because they're, too lazy to change. Well, how shall I put this? Americans as a culture are incapable of admitting they're wrong, and to change how they measure things would have to admit that there was a better way of doing something. Now, you and I might say, well, finding a new, better way doesn't admit you were wrong before. And then you say, well, yeah, but Americans also have the emotional maturity of 2-year-olds. So, that's why. Oh, by the way, I know this is the most nitpicky thing in the world, right? But he says Mary Hodgson, like he's reading her name. It says her name nowhere on the watch. The way he says Mary Hodgson makes it look like he's reading something, but it does. Her name is not etched on the watch. So, just a little continuity thing.
This was all Lady Bradshaw's doing.
5 tomatoes?
She knew
That's
all
hilarious.
along what was down here. She led us to them.
There's no reason to make it harder, Future. It's just that's how they started and they don't want to change.
Hunched over the murdered corpse of Van Hoyten. As she turned to face me, I saw that she had changed.
That's cool, Earthy. I could see them doing
My hand fell
that.
to the closest weapon I could find. An iron tent peg. I stabbed her with the metal, impaling her in the heart.
It was actually the esophagus.
She died. Unholy screams echoed from deep below, as if answering the sudden release of blood.
You know that in England, this is a fun fact about England, and I don't know how Ireland does it. Horking, you can tell us. So in England, they switched over to the metric system, except for their cars and driving. Because, and this is true, like everything else, you're just changing what measurements the government officially uses, so the government doesn't actually have to pay a lot of money at once. But if they were going to change everything over to kilometers and speed limits, that means they would have to change every roadside in the country. And the conservative government in the 70s and 80s was so cheap and hated spending so much that they refused to change all of the signs in the country. So they decimalized their money. And they switched over to metric for all their measurements. But because they didn't want to have to spend the money to replace every road sign in the country, they just left the road signs in miles instead of kilometers. It's ridiculous. Damn, Mars. So brutal. I wish I could say I didn't appreciate it, but I do. I love this so much. God, I love the alien city.
What is this hell? Is this even real? We are being judged. God is punishing us all for the mistakes we've ever made. Zane is all I have left in this world.
There you go, Marissa.
After my wife left us, I gave him my all. I wanted him to have everything I didn't.
It's a fucking gig.
Aww.
It is. But my boy has made me
God, Jason's the best. Not Celine great, but you know.
to university. If only he would stop stealing. Miss him so much.
I managed to sit back down and knock everything over. It absolutely is, Michael. Well, I've never laughed at you, Railways, so I can't... Because I haven't laughed at you, I can't say I've laughed at you.
Green zone.
Because you didn't know about House of Ashes.
What checkpoint?
Nick and I, we were caught in traffic. Checkpoint had been hit before by suicide bombers. There was a woman. She was carrying a bag.
Yes, I have, Die Hard.
Tell me.
That video will be going up next week.
I owed her.
There you go, Horror King. And what about your road signs?
Stop,
Miles or
loud and
kilometers?
but she didn't. She just kept on walking. I had to make a call. Nick, he shot her dead.
What was in the bag?
Groceries.
I don't understand. Why didn't she stop?
She didn't hear me. She had fucking headphones on. Huh. This
Uh-oh.
bullshit. I'm not here to honor the dead. Truth is, my life was going nowhere fast. I jumped at the chance to sign up.
We all have our reasons. They don't have to be profound.
Profound, huh? Those towers were hit. I was stoned out of my fucking skull. I didn't even hear about it until a week later. How's that for profound? I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing here.
You're serving your country.
That woman had a family, friends. She had her whole life in front of her, and we snuffed it out with a single bullet. I mean, what the fuck?
Probably Jonas. Although we also know they can hibernate for literally millions of years, so it's possible they were just doing that.
I can hear you thinking.
We're waiting for something to happen. Maybe we should take the initiative and make something happen.
Yay.
What you have in mind?
We go inside there, and we find a way to hurt them.
Those fucking things tried to fuck with our heads. They tried to kill us. You and I, we're both standing.
I love them so much.
We're gonna get out of here and see the sun again.
Is that what you truly believe?
Hoorah!
What on earth is that sound?
It's a Marine thing.
Oh,
I have not seen that.
so does that make me a
Safety
Marine
vid
too?
railways.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, huh?
Okay.
Exactly right, future.
Whatever happens out there, got your back.
We'll stand together.
So beautiful. Okay. Alright. Boom. Jason and Salim. That's the relationship we care about. Oh. None of this traits you have to unlock nonsense. No. It's about two guys stuck in an alien city from beyond time. By the way, I love how the alien city is designed, and I'll tell you why. There are no stairs or ramps anywhere, because it was built for a race of aliens, by and for a race of aliens, who are 8 feet tall, are incredible climbers, and incredible jumpers. So it's like, for them, all of these 8-foot drops are nothing. They just do a little hop and they go right up. Oh!
What is this?
Okay, tip everybody. Well, they're kind of pissed about the bat monsters, understandably. So that's a hibernating vampire, as you can tell. But, and this is my theory, I don't think they're all vampires. I think the ones in the colony hives are just the guys who were sleeping from the original, when the plane originally left, when the ship originally left SETI Alpha 5. Damn, that's crazy horror, okay. Oh god, yeah, Michael. It's a fantastic scene. Again, this is like their best written character relationship ever.
This moss is everywhere.
No, I already said I hadn't, horror. Okay.
Is me or is it alive?
The moss is alive, Jason. Moss is alive. Moss is a living thing. That's how it grows. And I say, well, rust grows too. No, that's other things eating, living things eating the metal, and the rust is what's left afterwards.
This place could have been down here for thousands of years.
Well, not.
God didn't make these creatures.
Aww.
It's possible we've got this wrong way around.
What's that supposed to mean?
Maybe we were intruding on them. Jason.
It really does, Michael.
You've seen those motherfuckers.
You're right, Marissa. It is understandable that Jason doesn't get that Moss is alive.
Those things are intelligent.
Yeah, 6-foot drops everywhere because that's nothing to them. Here's a pilot's chair for one of the bat monsters. Hey, Delbert.
Jason.
I'd say that's pretty true. Marissa?
Creatures, only older, ancient. You don't think it's alive, do you? Touch
It's
it.
very important to succeed at this QTE. If you want to,
Pussy.
no. I'll tell you why later.
Fuck, it was close. Thanks.
Did you see that?
Of course I fucking saw it.
That creature is fossilized. It must be millions of years old.
Okay. Kind of. I mean, Rachel is consistently the worst, Delbert, but Eric's pretty good. Oh, poor Balathu.
Look. Look at him.
Check out that armor.
There is
That's
not,
goddamn
Delbert.
biblical.
He will always die at some point.
Shit! Did you see that? I think he's still alive.
That's impossible.
In this place, everything's possible.
Holy shit. Fucker's been alive all this time? Just sitting here with half a head?
Yeah, it's messed up.
Must have preserved his flesh, his brain. What should we do? We can't leave him like this.
Well, shit. You had enough time to get used to it?
I'm serious.
I'll do a tier maker ranking of all of the supermassive characters later.
I'll do it.
100% Harrison. I also put it over Until Dawn, but I know everybody doesn't agree with me on that one. Oh! That would be nice. I think he's got a decent amount of development, but yeah, they didn't put a ton of work in on Eric because they knew that he was the character who could get killed the most. So they're like, well, how much time are we really going to spend on this guy who's generally going to die for most players? Jason is at least S tier, maybe above A+ class. He does have a role. Delbert, Pazuzu is all the Bat monsters. Pazuzu is based on the Bat monsters, so yeah, there's a million Pazuzus in the game. Well, not a million. Thousands. Whoa. Okay, a giant flock of bats was supposed to fly in front of his face there, and for some reason it didn't work. There's some graphical glitches on PC, people. No way around it. I got you, future. See? That's their equivalent of stairs right there. It's a ridged pipe because they have claws and they're more comfortable climbing than they are walking. This thing here is what they have instead of staircases. Me too, Jonas. I think that would have been a nice addition. Fossilized bat monster who died screaming. How did I not notice that last time? This bat monster died in mid-scream and got fossilized in that position. Poor guy. I do feel very sorry for all of the uninfected bat monsters.
Come see this.
This is a mistake.
No fangs.
It's not,
The bone is ruptured where they should be, as though smashed from the inside out.
It really isn't visibly ruptured that way.
Maybe these things weren't originally vampires. Maybe they got infected.
There you go. Gotcha, Michael. It is a very just like dark tinted game. Yeah, having Joey down there would have been nice. Oh, excuse me, everybody.
Look.
Oh, dang. So, everybody, here's the important thing. There's the colony hive. One of presumably many colony hives. It's a very big ship. I don't know, railways.
Yeah.
And I am thinking what you're thinking.
Quietly.
So, it is vitally important to not step on any of these things. And it's really hard to do as playing as Salim because he doesn't have a light. So you really got to look for the roots on the ground. Don't step on them. Never step on them. Because monsters will wake up if you don't avoid them. Is this the right way? And you want to avoid having to fight monsters. It's entirely possible that those rows of bubble things are some kind of sense organs that the hibernating vampires grow in an attempt to smell if there's blood or noise or anything around. That would have been cool, Harrison. I don't know what dream is in this case. Obsessed with dream. So, over here, this is an easy one to miss because you might just go forward and start the next area. As you can see, this is two bat monsters that died, strangling and cutting into each other.
Jason.
They died fighting each other.
Like dogs fighting over food.
No, it was one vampire fighting one regular one.
I thought these things were a pack. Trained, disciplined. Why would they fight each other?
Every living thing on Earth finds a reason to fight.
Well, here, it was because one of them was a
These things
vampire.
are from Earth.
Where'd it go?
That's right, Jason, rescuing Salim.
I got something for you.
Whew. That's true, Marissa. You can only really get the one ending.
I'll cover you. Go.
But there's lots of variations to the ending. But yeah. Whether or not Rachel's a vampire, stuff like that. So, anyway. Rachel might get killed. In Curator's Cut, it can be hard to stop Rachel from getting killed.
Shit, Nicky. You turned up like the fucking cavalry.
Salim is everyone's favorite character.
Not my time.
And him and Jason being best friends is the best part of the game.
Colonel, you made it.
Crawling through that tunnel was a highly unpleasant experience.
For someone who's supposed to be covering them,
man.
you'd think that Salim would have got there last. It's Merwin in the Squeeze Premonition, Bolt.
Glad you're here.
Merwin gets crushed.
This place.
Oh yeah, Eric's good too. No, Salim and Jason are the best duo. By far. They are the heart of this game. Nice work, Delbert. First man in Medan. I killed Brad, that was it. Little hope everyone survived. Here, 2 people died.
Good plan.
Sergeant K, what do we got left?
So we got 8 clips of 556 FMJ, 3 40 high X rounds, a couple of 9mm pistols, 4 clips between them. We'll make that work. Huh. Plus 2 phosphor rounds. And 1 block of composition C4.
Well, what about the UV lamp?
Took a knock, but I can fix it. Just need a minute.
I love the UV
All in, it's not enough.
lamp.
We also got this.
Right there with you, Payne.
It's old, unpredictable.
We work with what we got.
Now fuses are shot, but we can use the C4 to detonate them. Let's just hope they still pack a punch.
The vampires come from those cocoons. You saw how many there were in that vault? There could be thousands in there.
Should we blow them up? Burn as many of those motherfuckers as we can and head for the surface. What do you think, Sergeant?
Rachel and Eric died in my playthrough. But you can watch my playthrough later tonight.
I'm not gonna allow him to carry a pistol.
We are way past that point now, man. We stand together.
You're the
as one.
worst.
Looks like our explorer friends are here too.
No,
Search this
Kayla's just
place
found
before we move
the...
out.
There.
Kayla's just found the temple. That's why the Aegis guys at the end are so happily surprised by what they found there. Because they had, no idea this was coming. Alright. Playing as Jason. Hey, Salim. What's
got
up?
your attention?
This journal describes this as a means of communication. A way we could talk to the enemy, perhaps.
Nice.
How you doing, Colonel?
Most of my command are dead. Killed by Iraqis or vampires or swallowed by the earth. So to answer your question, First Lieutenant, I am not doing well.
We're not all dead, Colonel. And while we're still breathing,
I feel like
we've always got
his
your back.
team, and this is something you can, if you know more about Special Forces people, you can tell me.
There's one Marine I can rely on to tell the truth.
It kind of feels like there should be a major or a lieutenant colonel or something running their team. Because as far as I can tell, like the highest ranking guy on Rachel's team is Jason. And Jason's only a first lieutenant.
This motherfucker. Why the hell did he do that?
No, Eric's great. Rachel's the worst.
Over here. I found something.
In a minute, we're going to watch the last video first. You have to play the whole game to see Delbert.
The bones of this temple are drenched in blood. We have set foot on an uncharted shore and roused something ancient and wicked. A blasphemy that comes in indescribable shapes and forms. For eons we lived as children in this world, unaware of the horrors that slumber beneath our feet. Now we have blindly thrown open the gates to madness.
So,
I
my
fear
prediction
the intention,
is that
but I must do what I
they
must.
like this new style
seal
of doing
this place
audio
for
logs and
eternity.
showing footage,
For all mankind.
and that's what the tapes
Mary,
in Devil and Me are for,
I'm
so
sorry.
that they can do another sequence like this in the secrets menu. But you'll see more of that in my video, which premieres after we finish the game. I do not have I have comments on my streams turned off? What? I did not know that, Michael. Huh. I will check into that, because I did not know the comments in my streams were turned off. Boom. Oh, they're intelligent. 100% they're intelligent, Jonas. You might not know that because you have to see a rare scene that makes it clear how intelligent they are. They are. I'm putting up a video that will just show that scene and the best Rachel vampire scene. Rachel, you're the worst all the time. Oh, totally, Harrison. I see that comparison. Hotel! Poor Fliss. She's very freaked out. My one question is, like, is hibernating like that just something the bats can do? Or is it ship technology? Aww. I did not. I'm going to reveal it before we do the grand finale, which happens in
That thing between
just
you
a minute.
and Rachel. It's out in the open, isn't it? Needed to be.
Can we talk about something else?
Of course. Tell me about the explosives. Feeling good about them?
Good as it can be.
I'm hoping so too, Harrison. Alright. Before we start this, overview is on the plushie cam in 3, 2, 1. Plushie cam! That's right, it's Spidey the Spider. Spidey the Halloween Spider. Marissa called this one because she was paying attention. You gotta pay attention if you want to get the clues. Oh yeah, it's their best finale
Thanks
ever.
for that interesting read.
Never been one for books. Wait for the movie to come out.
Uh-oh.
The fuck is that?
Oh, it's singing.
Note that her gun has disappeared.
What do you make of these carvings?
It's a language formed from chords, musical scales, sonics. Mary was a pianist.
This game really does open up the possibility
She thought these carvings
that bats
represented the stars.
are evolved
You
from
see,
space
It's
aliens.
Cetus.
Like 100 million, that landed 100 million
That
years
language
ago.
sounds a little like Morse code.
No, it's more musical than that. It has a pitch, a rhythm, color. According to the journal, there was only one scale of sound in the device. But Mary was studying it alone. I think there may be another.
Aww.
I'm going to need your help.
Oh, I loved it,
This
Mandalorian.
console is too big to operate single-handedly.
I adore this game. I think it's their best work. Well, yeah, Jonas. But that's because all the crew got killed by vampires. The ship crashed because the crew got killed by vampires. So, you know, kind of understandable. That's what happened in Jurassic Park 2. Somehow a Tyrannosaur got into the cabin of a ship and murdered everybody. And so it crashed into San Diego Harbor. I mean, originally there were supposed to be some raptors on the boat too, but they cut that from the movie, so now it's just inexplicable. Really? I liked the ending, but we'll talk about it more in a bit after we've, you know.
Their music fell silent, and they turned on each other.
Yeah, Mandalorian. We're premiering my video about the next game right after we finish this.
And madness? What turned them from architects into killers? Whatever it is, it twisted them. Now,
there are legal issues with them being able to do that, Bolt.
Dead things. No one left to kill.
Aww.
So they slept. And they waited. They waited for us.
Not so much running. I think we're going to be caught in a murderer's trap hotel. You know, like a Saw movie.
Rachel!
Ah, floating gun. Alright, so Rachel might kill herself now.
Rachel?
Just FYI. This might be unavoidable.
Shit.
Rachel! Rachel. Rachel, look at me.
Turn the goddamn sound on! Can't. I don't know how.
Uh-oh.
She has it. It's inside her.
Well, Saw did have a murderer in it. Payne, the Jigsaw killer. Saw didn't invent trap horror, but it is the most popular in the trap horror genre. And the most well-known franchise. So we have to assume this is only a few million years ago because all of the continents are in the same place and shaped like they are now. So maximum probably like 10, 15 million years ago. Can you tell me what was wrong with that image?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're playing Curator's Cut, I haven't found a way to keep her from killing herself. A lot of people are saying that, Harrison. I don't know who Jessie Buckley is. Is she one of the... We'll look her up and I'll compare it to the faces in the video. Yeah. If you're playing Curator's Cut, there's, like, no way to stop that. Like, I'm sure there's a way, but no one has explained the ridiculous steps you have to do. No one has figured out the ridiculous steps you have to do in Curator's Cut to keep Rachel from killing herself. I think it's the last one that's going to be developed for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, Mandalorian. That's why. Like, they're going to be changing up their technology between Game 4 and 5. So there might be, like, a slightly longer break between them. That is what I think they mean by season finale. I don't work there. Obviously, I don't know, but I'm guessing that that's what they mean.
Shit, they're hatching.
Uh-oh.
We gotta move.
So this is the part where I can't find the curator.
Okay, listen up. We've been hit hard tonight. We lost brothers. And we lost Rachel. But now, it's time to get some payback. We plant charges on as many of those clusters as possible and then detonate them remotely. The second those charges go off, we haul ass to the exit. If luck is on our side, we'll do more than fry a few vampires. Create a diversion.
I don't know for sure, Mandalorian, but I have to imagine that if you... Think about it this way.
Get loose, kids.
The earliest that Game 5 is going to come out is in 2023. I don't think anybody's going to be making games for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in 2023.
Right, fuck it. I'll do it.
You're crazy.
So I would suggest by then it'll only be on PS5 and Xbox Series S and X.
Nick, hear me out. If I don't make it,
And it will be built with Unreal Engine
want you to blow
5.
those charges.
They've already talked about working with Unreal Engine 5.
just don't go getting trigger happy on me.
And all of the new tools they're learning to use.
And if there's no radio signal,
And I'll pop a flare.
That would be hilarious.
You hit that detonator.
But no, they're a British
Be
company.
safe.
British people work there.
You'll need this.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Colonel.
Oh, of course it will be, Harrison. I just don't think... I think Devil and Me will come out on PS4 and Xbox One, is my prediction. But I'm pretty sure Game 5 won't. And so it's like... They're putting a hard line between them with the whole Season 1, Season 2 thing. Yeah, I hear you, Mandalorian. I agree. I don't remember who said it, but I agree that the only real problem with this game is not enough curator.
one ahead of him. There's left.
Nick, the cocoons are hatching ahead of you. You gotta move fast.
So the curator must be in this scene somewhere. I have no idea where.
First dynamite is down. Over.
So my suspicion is those giant towers of them are probably unaffected.
Which way? Left or right?
Like, that they were the original... Like, the ones in the cocoons were the original colonists. Alright? So the cocoon towers are the original colonists who probably aren't infected. And all of the ones just scattered around are the bat monsters, are the vampire bats, which just decided to nap wherever. Like, the organized tower felt like this is how they arrange a colony ship. The ones who are just wherever in the ship, well, that's a parasite vampire who just hibernated wherever he felt like it. Devil and Me might not have ghosts at all, Jonas. It might not. We don't know. My video's coming soon, Delbert. Don't worry. I can tell you my favorite scene in the game, Harrison. It's coming up soon. In fact, not even going to tell you. I'm just going to show you my favorite scene in the game. I'll call it out as we get there. Yeah, when he started doing the heartbeat sensor. That's actually after he chooses to advance, isn't it? I thought that was the curator there, but I couldn't really get a look at him. I guess I can unlock the camera, see if it's him. But it's like, it's just a black shadow that may or may not be walking in the background. I'm like, it's probably not him.
Look at that, man. It's the mother load.
I don't have a favorite death, Peyton. That would be cold.
I'm going for it.
How could I have a favorite death? Unless you count the bat monsters dying for favorite death. He has a couple of dropped lines.
Oh no.
What is it?
There are too many. He's a dead man.
Sweet baby Jesus.
See, they're flying in from all over the ship, but they don't seem to actually be peeling off of the colony hive.
Way out.
Sorry, Michael, the,
Up there.
the spider does not have a cute story behind it. It's just a Beanie Boo.
They're all over you, man. Hundreds of them.
Means you've got the boss to tell me the truth.
I'm sorry, Nicky.
And here's Nick's development as a character.
This? For what happened at that checkpoint?
It's a war, Jason. Bad shit happens. Okay, now.
See? Now he's just a dick about it. Alright, everybody. Here we go. We're going to find out if Nick lives or dies. Because if you fail one of the heartbeat checks, that's it for Nicky. I just call him Nicky? Nice, Harrison. wouldn't surprise me, Michael. It's just it's a Halloween themed beanie boo. Wait. In co-op mode, in Curator's Cut, I don't have to do the heartbeat check? That's amazing. Hey, Elliot. Oh, no! And now the most preposterous thing in this or any game. I think it's a relationship thing. Their relationship level determines whether it gives them the UV or not. You might be saying, how does Nick survive that? And I would say, I don't know. It's because I'm playing on Curator's Cut, Marissa. Player 1, the computer, did the stay calm. Oh, Nick fighting the vampires, your favorite scene? Cool. Yeah, no audio again. I did enjoy Hello Wabbit. This is not the best scene. The scene that comes after this is the best scene.
Is it Nick? He's alive. Nick.
What I love is, if you have a bad relationship with Nick,
Bearing 320.
Eric will just be like, nah, just a ghost signal, and then he'll let Nick die. Oh, he can die. Marissa got him the most brutal death in the game. Ah.
Hang tight, Sergeant. We're on our way.
Come on, I can do this. Apparently the button tapping is stupidly difficult. Wait, why didn't I have to do it? That was weird. Oh, here it comes.
Can't you keep up?
Eyes forward at all times.
Kay, are you with me?
She can go down in 24 hours.
Nick, I need you here.
Oh! The most brutal death is either Salim's death in Loyalty or Nick's death in the heartbeat check.
I got you. Move out!
He didn't actually save anyone by planting the bombs. That's the interesting part. They could have just left. All they did was piss off 200 bat monsters, which is why the fight scene at the end happened. They didn't actually accomplish anything by setting off the bombs, is the crazy part. Alright, here we go, everybody. Best scene in the entire game. Alright, get ready. You can see the curator in a second. Remember, it's the bat monsters probably could see fine. It's the vampires that get around by clicking. I love how worried Salim is in this. It's like such a great character moment for him. Will do, Marissa. I'll be making that after the stream today. And it's not all character deaths, it's just most, because some you can only get in co-op. Damn right, Jason.
If I don't make it out, tell my son I did everything I could.
Jason, you're the best. Alright. Alright, and curator. Oh. Yeah. Don't lose this QT or you get the most brutal death in the game. It's genuinely upsetting.
You've come to join the fun.
Yeah.
Jason!
Oh, Salim.
Seriously, just throw that thing at me.
I did.
Let's get out of here.
Oh. That scene there is the first time in the game Salim and Jason can get killed. And if the vampire is still alive, you get a, And if the vampire is still alive, he will come and try to kill Jason with a spear, and Salim has to save him at the last possible second. It is beautiful. I know, it's the best fight in the game, it's the best scene in the game, and they're best friends. It's perfect.
It takes more than a few bats to kill you.
Oh man, that was unfucking believable. Those things were all over us. Me and Celine busted through them like it was the last down of the goddamn Super Bowl. Listen up. We're not out of the woods yet. What I see in front of me is the best.
Delish.
Fuck that. The best of the best. We will get home. Hoorah!
Hoorah? Hoorah!
Ah, Salim.
Behind you.
All right, here we go, everybody. Get ready. There's the curator. I called in air support, so he ended up captured by the army.
You see some?
If Rachel's a vampire, she can show up here instead of Clarice. I don't know how to get the Nick smashes vampire at Rachel's head with a rock scene. Like, I've tried to get it 4 times, and it just never happens. Actually, I just thought of a combination that might do it, but we'll see. Oh! That's a good scene, too. And I like the note that the house is full of flares because the cultists need them to, you know, go down into the tunnels and feed the monsters. One interesting point is... That'd be a bit much, Harrison. One interesting point, right, is that I think it's a disappointment that they never find the way the cultists get in and out of the temple, right? Yes, full clearance as if, well, no. Full clearance as if, Clarice kills Eric.
We can get out. We just have to climb.
Right? And that can happen back in Death Chamber. Or it can happen here. Like, those are the two places you can get the full clearance trophy. This game's trophies are so glitchy that I got the Eric kills Vampire Rachel trophy for Jason killing Vampire Rachel. That's right, the sticker has a sticker for one of the last scenes in the entire game. I did. So what was your question, Bolt? You remember you said you had a question earlier?
They aren't following.
I don't like it. Why aren't they coming up?
It's weird that Salim doesn't mention that it's the sunlight that burns them.
You still with me, buddy? We got two alive. Very fucking ready to go home, Marines here.
Dropkick to Coyote 2. Radio check. Over.
This is Coyote 2. Solid copy. Evac units are being prepped. ETA 5 hours. Wait. Over.
Well, you're gonna see, Bolt. Hopefully, if I win this next fight scene, you're gonna see.
Defeat the enemy.
Look around you. So quiet.
You think those shepherds are still around here? I could use a cold one.
I love that they never figure out that the shepherds were cultists who are serial killing people.
Mess of it.
Here we go.
You got to be kidding me.
The thing is, you should have known about this. You're the one who called up the meteorological conditions for tomorrow on your desktop. You just forgot. This one, Florison. No question. That curator coming. There he is.
Seal the exits! We hold them here!
God, I love this scene. Oh, I know. It's such a great shot, Harrison.
We just need to hold out. This is way too long. I can't rush the damn moon. They're breaking inside.
It's 5 minutes, 6 minutes, so somewhere between 4 and 6 minutes for the moon to get out of the way. Whoa! Okay. Jason saved. There's a trophy for everybody getting killed here, but obviously I'm not going for that one. Oh!
Shit! My last clip!
fuck are we gonna do?
Where's the ammo? These are fucking flares. Light them. We can hold them off.
No, there's no sledgehammer in the game. I know, it's disappointment. There had been a sledgehammer in both previous games. No sledgehammer this time.
It's been interesting knowing you.
Alright, here we go. Nope! Oh, alright. That was bad. Come on! Oh no! Yes! Oh. And there's apparently certain deaths here you can only get in... What is happening? When it shows the dagger, I think I'm gonna have to do a... I think I'm gonna have to do an aim thing. Oh. I'm not good at QTs, people. I've gotta keep Salim alive. Yeah, there's deaths you can only get. There we go! That's right. I flared it in the groin. Come on, Jason, you got this. Oh. Oh. Right in the brain. Yeah. Jason never really figured out the stab them in the heart thing. I love him, but he's a little slow sometimes. Of course Jason has the hardest QT. Ah. Oh no! There we go. Ah, Jason got saved by the sunlight. Oh, I missed the first time. I think I missed the guy who was on fire and fell in the hole. You can turn that off, though, Marissa.
I need to see my boy.
I thought it was in the settings. We'll check the settings later. I had heard it was in the settings. I would never do it, but...
A souvenir.
Ah, he's taking his iconic spear with him. Seriously, Supermassive Games. Where are our Salim action figures? Here it is!
Good luck, brother. You wish Zane a happy birthday from me.
Thank you, Jason. Goodbye, my friend.
I love that it's like at the start of the game, Salim killed a bunch of Jason's buddies, and Jason killed a bunch of Salim's buddies, and by the end of the game, they're like, yeah, but that was war, and we're not at war anymore. It is, Delbert. You're a machine, Salim. Yeah, I'll explain how to get this scene. So, at the beginning of the game, you decide whether to call close air support or not. And they're into the sunset popped. And if you don't call in close air support, that means that the helicopters, instead of being 5 minutes away, will be very close. So, you see how I had to do that extra long QT with Jason? You don't have to do that if you called in close air support, because the the helicopters show up and just machine gun all the bats.
Get us the fuck out of here.
But then at the end, the problem is, well, they land, and so Salim comes with you. You don't let him go, which is a problem. That's right, Archer. Clear. Again, we want one of those super detailed action figures of Salim, complete with his iconic spear. Yeah, the interrogation thing is nice. But there's not really any place for that in Little Hope because none of the characters were real.
We've got 3 survivors.
Like, you can't interrogate hallucinations. They don't have any information that you don't have. Yeah, every one of their games except for Little Hope ends with an interrogation. Even The Inpatient. I mean, I guess not Rush of Blood, but that doesn't count. It's a rail shooter. Oof. Downer about Rachel, but both of you deserve better. And Jason's going through some stuff too. Oh, they just interview him too, and the question is, would he then go to jail, or would they then let him go? Like, we don't know. No one like, he's an Iraqi soldier, so America didn't really throw Iraqi soldiers, like, around wartime into jail indefinitely, so he would probably be let go. Now watch this.
You've guided some of your charges to the light.
Watch the candelabra.
Have fallen with the dark.
All 5 candles are lit.
Survival often comes at a great cost. A cost
Of the
that
3,
others
sure, Harrison, I agree with that.
sometimes must pay.
I think, then again, I think it's great except for the ending.
I look forward to our
See?
next encounter. Perhaps I'll
Rachel's light candle doesn't go out.
more homely next time. Somewhere
I think
to be
Little Hope is a better
guaranteed
game with a
decent
worse ending that
night's
kind of
sleep.
ruins things.
Rest assured, wherever it is, you'll find it extremely hard to leave. Until the next time. You know the way out.
It's weird, this time he doesn't leave, we do. That's a big change. Every other game he left. This time he stays and we leave. Alright, I gotta go grab some water. You guys watch the epilogue.
You're late.
And I will come back and we'll watch my Devil in Me Theory video.
Good flight?
Oh, shit movie, shit meal, no leg.
They cram you in the back?
By the toilets.
Nice.
Coffee wasn't so bad, though. Good fucking muffins.
Did you read the brief?
On the flight. How's it going with the analysis team?
The ISG team took heavy losses, but it wasn't a complete disaster. We just had to scrape some of them off the floor.
Poor bastards. And the entities?
Like nothing we've seen before. Kolchak Jason, First Lieutenant, Marine Force Recon.
The best of the best, huh?
Or so they advertised.
Fuck! Now how many times do I have to keep telling you the same damn story?
I understand. However, CENTCOM needs to iron out any irregularities.
Such as? The whole fucking thing was irregular.
Such as why you allied with an enemy combatant?
You weren't fucking there! Those things were ripping us to shreds. I don't give a damn who it was. We needed all the help we could get. I stepped back into that hell to save Celine. And that man was worth 5 of you people. Semper fucking 5!
And Rachel King?
You really want the gory detail?
I want all the detail.
I'll tell you what.
Only Rachel
Why don't you
died.
go down there yourself and have a look-see. Then we can talk. If you make it out alive.
Yeah, you can't really stop Rachel from killing herself easily in
They cooperated
Curator's
with an
Cut.
Iraqi soldier down there?
Republican Guard, if you can believe it. Must have made a hell of an impression for Kolchak to go back for him.
I'm dying to meet this guy.
Nothing to show. He walked.
The hell's that mean?
By the time the extraction team got here, he was gone. Could be across the border by now.
Sneaky son of a bitch.
Why would he go across the
Now
border?
I see why Kolchak enlisted his help.
He's
The
an
analysis
Iraqi.
team are still pulling specimens from the site. It's carnage down
Not
there.
gonna run to Iran.
They used dynamite?
We don't know how they got their hands on it.
No.
Fantastic, Queen.
I'm done. I told you already. It was a city, a goddamn city full of those things. There were cocoons down there. Fucking thousands of them.
Yep.
How many organisms were still alive down there?
Too many. Oh, for Allah's sake. They're all fucking burdened.
Poor bat aliens.
This is like Winterfold all over again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ah, and here we have Colonel Eric King, our in-house genius.
You may be
Doesn't want more than
wondering
we bargained
why
for.
I didn't mention Winterfold in my clues
Everything you know
video,
about
because we don't know
biology
what
is
it
stored up
means.
in
It's
smoke.
just a name.
These things, they're advanced. They're stronger than us, more intelligent than us. If you want to get ahead of this, you need to start taking me seriously.
None of us doubt the severity of the situation, Colonel. After all, most of your team didn't make it back alive.
And I'll have to live with that.
Let's move on to Caleb.
They've got the goop.
Dear God.
There's barely anything left to identify.
You read her profile.
Because
Yeah.
the AI
Would've
always
gone
just
far.
kills herself with phosphorus.
If this hadn't happened.
Like, I don't know if you use the phosphorus at the start of the game, there won't be one
You
there,
still on for
and so
next
she
Sunday?
can't kill herself? I've
Jen's
never checked
making
that.
hot pot. You bet your ass we're on.
I'll never get used to this job.
Why would you want to?
At least this one was localized.
Small blessings.
Still, what do you make of it all?
Doesn't matter what I think. Only thing that matters is controlling the flow of information. As far as the world knows, not a damn thing happened here.
That's what I'm saying, Payne. Maybe that's the answer. I'll check. So, here's the new Death cover. Probably. Because they don't know how the parasite works, Bolt. Better safe than sorry. Oh, this is a terrible song. That is a terrible song. Oh. I'm playing the reviewers version. I love the Until Dawn version. So it doesn't show the trailer. So to get the trailer, we're gonna have to, you know, leave. But yeah, so that was Until Dawn 4. Until Dawn 4, House of Ashes. I know that's not how they number them. I just thought it would be funny to say that. 15% of players keep Salim alive and let him go home. Whew. Alright. Alright, let's do this. I'll get the video ready to go. Oh, everybody remember to like the stream. That's the only way YouTube will send us more viewers, which is obviously something I want. I don't know, for reasons. Anyway, let's do this. Okay, content. Apparently I haven't uploaded it yet. Well, that's embarrassing. Thought I had. No, I didn't upload it. Alright, well, I'm going to upload it in a minute. You guys can watch it before I upload it. Alright, so you're the first people to see this video. Get ready. I didn't even remember. Oh, I remember. Yeah, the folk version. Yeah, that wasn't great. I don't know if metal's worse than folk. Oh, hey. You won't see it here, but check out the new screen. Hold on. Where is it? That was weird. Oh, I know what happened. Wow, that's weird. Okay. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. All right, so yes. Ta-da! That's the new Scarecrow Dentist, everybody. Cool railways. Yep. Check out new Scarecrow Dentist. Doesn't he look super cute? Alright, now... Alright, video time. I'm not going to delay anymore. I'll just shut up and let you guys watch the video. Super hard achievement in the vault fight. Was it the UV one? Yes, because you have to get 3 people to use the UV thing. Oh, no, sorry, not that one. Not the UV. Yeah, it's the UV one. Yeah. Not the 3 people. Sorry. Yes, the super hard achievement is you have to keep Eric alive, you have to get Rachel infected, you have to have Rachel not kill herself, you have to get the parasite out of her, and then you can look at the parasite. And that's a thing. He's not going to be in every video. I'm going to be swapping between them. 3, 2, 1.
The Devil in Me teaser is out, so I thought it would be a good idea to give it a close watch and see what we can figure out from it. So, the premise of the teaser is that there's a guy talking about how much he loves serial killing. Sadly, he thinks of himself as an artist rather than an architect of murder. So that's another nail in my theory about the documentary show about serial killers factoring into the plot. I'll keep hope alive, though. Now, let's break it down shot by shot. Here, we have the frame that we keep coming back to. As you can see, the scene is arranged as if this is a police interrogation room, with a killer smoking a cigarette and discussing his crimes. There's coffee, a stack of case files, the detective, as I'll call him for now, standing in the corner of the room, listening. Note that the walls are all painted cinder block, giving the whole place an institutional feel. That's a theme that's going to continue in other locations. Also, it seems to be 10:10 based on the clock. I can't tell what this object on the desk is, a Rolodeck, a calendar, or maybe another clock of some kind? Next, we've got blood splattering on a tiled wall as a person looks on. Note that again, even though it's old and grimy, this is a tile wall, which suggests an institutional setting like a hospital or asylum, which use tile walls because they're much easier to clean up than painted or papered walls. Here's a guy, maybe the detective, dressed up as a guy who slaughters animals, complete with apron and rubber sleeve gloves, holding what looks like an enormous syringe. I've got to wonder, is this syringe some kind of an embalming tool? Given how much this killer likes manipulating corpses, that's possible. This is a heart that some kind of technology is being used to keep beating. It's got metal on either side with cloth covering it. Is this a mannequin with a real human heart? Given some of the other imagery we'll see, that's not impossible. This is a slaughtered pig in a room with a new kind of tile wall. 2 hanging human bodies wrapped in plastic. This reminds me a little of the screaming man with the wrapped up face in the opening credits of House of Ashes. This is the mechanical arm of the mannequin holding the lighter from the hotel premonition in House of Ashes. Note that the plastic arm has real flesh wrapped around it to make it look alive. But for the rest of the mannequin, there's just burned plastic. The fact that it's badly burned suggests that the whole using the mannequin to set off a gas explosion has happened more than once. This is a guy with an apron, probably the same guy as earlier, holding a very triangular knife covered in blood while wearing latex gloves. Now we have a scared woman. I don't recognize the model, but then again, I'm not great with faces. She's got an extremely blue shirt on, which I find a little notable. Here's a man watching a woman suffocate in an airtight chamber. I'm guessing that all of the air is being vacuumed out rather than it being filled with poison, because the dial on the gauge is nearly at 0 as she's grasping at her throat. Note that like the previous woman, she's dressed in a very bold single-color top. Don't know if that's meaningful. Will every character have a color theme? Watching this scene is a guy in a vest with glasses. Can this be the same person that I'm calling the detective? The vest seems to be the same color, but the glasses aren't confirmed. And puzzlingly, we see another guy in a vest with glasses getting killed in the hotel premonition. If he's the killer, why is he getting murdered? Unless it's a trick of some kind? Here's the hotel scene from a new angle, with the guy in the vest and glasses. It's the bus driver model from Little Hope, being surprised as the mannequin rises up out of the floor, ready to set off the lighter and blow him up. This is a guy behind a chain link fence, which reminds me of this image from the opening credits. Now we get detail and articulation on the corpse that has been puppeteered to make it look like it's confessing to crimes. There's an open file on the table in front of it, as if it's supposed to sign its confession. Then we get a shot of the tape recorder, revealing that it wasn't recording a confession, it was playing one. A hand with a latex glove on it, probably the detective's, turns off the tape, and we cut to black. Super intense stuff here. I'm trying to figure out if all of the vest guys are the same person. They all have the same build, but it's impossible to tell if they're wearing the same blue vest, due to vastly different lighting in the scenes. The guy in the glasses here certainly doesn't seem to be trying to help the woman in the vacuum box, but we only see a split second, so who knows how to read that. The collar and glasses look a lot like the guy in the next scene, but we know he's a victim too, so is this a betrayal? Is there trickery afoot? Why is everyone dressed like it's the 1960s? We can surmise that this is set in the present day based on the woman's wireless headphones. So maybe 60s fashion is back in style? That's everything notable I could spot. Now let's talk about what might be going on in the story. The teaser seems to set up the story of a serial killer who, either while committing his murders or afterwards while in jail, records a series of audio tapes talking about his crimes and philosophy. Someone with access to those tapes, perhaps a law enforcement officer or journalist, or maybe just a random psycho, has become obsessed with the killer's crimes, going so far as to dig up the guy's body and fill the desiccated flesh with animatronics to turn his inspiration into some kind of a puppet. So, who's the deceased killer in question? It's likely not H.H. Holmes, as he's been dead for over 100 years, so he couldn't have made high-quality audio recordings of himself, and his body wouldn't be in such good shape. Good here being used as a comparative judgment. It's more likely that the speaking killer is Manny Sherman, the guy mentioned in this newspaper article in House of Ashes. Here's the evidence in favor of that conclusion. He was convicted of 13 murders committed over 20 years, but the police suspect he committed way more than that. They couldn't prove it, and he didn't confess. This could tie into the tapes. Over the course of the game, players could find audio tapes by Sherman, revealing that his crimes were far more extensive and horrific than anyone suspected. Or perhaps he actually did talk to the cops, but a police officer didn't reveal what he said because they were so affected by his worldview that they decided to become a disciple as well. He apparently became famous in prison, and, rather oddly, there was a campaign to get his sentence commuted from death to life in prison. This suggests he had kind of a cult of personality going, which makes the idea of his having a copycat seem completely logical. He was captured in 1999, so if the story is about people going to the building he used to trap and kill victims, and a copycat is using all of his old tools to start killing again, that would explain why the television featured in the hotel premonition was clearly a 1990s model. It's the actual equipment from the murder hotel he was running. The final paragraph states that authorities haven't revealed what's going to happen to Sherman's body. Not a huge clue on its own, but with this reference to a serial killer's corpse in the newspaper, and then the serial killer's corpse being the star of the teaser, I think it's fair to suggest some kind of connection is going on between them. The only question left is, how does H.H. Holmes fit into all of this? Is it a Fallen-style situation where his ghost keeps jumping from person to person, killing forever? Or is it a more grounded version of the same idea, with H.H. Holmes inspiring Sherman's crimes, and then Sherman's crimes inspiring a new killer, and so on down through the years, a perpetual cycle of madness and murder? That would be interesting as well, especially since they toyed with that idea in Little Hope before abandoning it with their twist ending. Anyway, that's all the info I can glean from the teaser. So for now, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Special thanks to my patrons Marissa, Desire, Eduardo, Brian, and Joanne. If there's any other topics you'd like to see covered in one of these videos, please make a note of it in the comment section. We'll see you back here for more dark pictures, but until then, au revoir. Okay, so that's the new video. Let's go upload it. So people, there you go, Marissa. Horror King's leaving. So everybody happy with the video? Anything you would want changed before I uploaded it, or are we good to go?
There we go. All right, let's hit this thing. Apparently got a new comments. So let's get this uploading. Marissa is always with the least helpful advice. Thanks, Marissa. I just have to make a screenshot for it. Oh, not for a long time, Dalbert. Like, look at how long we had to wait for the House of Ashes trailer. Unless they are expediting the development of this somehow, I think we're going to have to wait a while. Okay, so here's how you make a screenshot. Well, a thumbnail. So you get yourself a picture that you want to use. Pen. You go into move mode. You crank them over the left side of the frame. Okay. Okay. You add a new layer. Open recent. Grab yourself this guy. You cut. Paste. That was weird. Oh, I remember what happened. My bad. Sorry. This guy's got 2 layers. Move layer down. Alright, now he's only got 1 layer. So I merge the layers down, pop that on top of that, create a text box, black background, switch over to my beloved November font. Alright, let's say 125. What is his game? Can make that a lot bigger. I always start at 125. And I kind of 165. So that's created the drop shadow. Now I just do this, type the exact same thing out again in red. And that didn't work. Oh, somehow I got switched over to select. What is his game? And then you just arrange it so the drop shadow looks nice. Perfect, yeah. A little more to the left. And now we have a thumbnail to put on the video. Alright, I'm going to go find out who this Jessie Buckley person is, and then I'll weigh in on if it's her. So we'll call that Devil in Me teaser. Okay. Done. Alright, let me look her up. Alright, so that's Jessie Buckley. Trying to find a big enough picture. Oh, that's Jessie Buckley. Let me just grab the image of her. Yeah, that's her. That looks a lot. They look incredibly similar. See? So that's Jessie Buckley. Yeah, that's probably her. It would be weird, honestly. If it wasn't her, they could be in for a lawsuit. So yeah, presumably it's Jessie Buckley starring in this thing. Thank you for letting me know. It's good that some people know what actors look like, because I don't. So now, I create Alright, drag and drop video to upload. We were all fine with the video I showed you, so we're just going to upload that. Good question, Mapopolis. I mean, probably not that long. Okay. Dark pictures. Oh, is everyone wishlisted HOGuru Presents the House with Too Many Zombies in it? Get on that. Teaser analysis. Exclamation point. HOGuru Presents the House with Too Many Zombies in it. Okay. Alright. Well, it's easy enough to check. That's HOGuru Presents the House with Too Many Zombies in it. Hot new game. Coming soon. Okay. Alright. Wish list on Steam. Boom. Oh, we got official announcements way before August, man. Marissa was not fine with the video. Marissa wants me to redo the entire video and change everything I say. But everybody else seemed fine with the video, so I'm going with a preponderance of evidence. I know, right? What's the cover of Devil in Me gonna be? Change. Did I not just save a file? Oh, I didn't actually finish saving it. Alright, that's embarrassing. Okay. Oh, okay, there you go. So, so end of the month, they could do it on Halloween, they could do it the week after. Cool. No, we're gonna save Girls and Panzer till next week. Tomorrow we're doing our regular Ant Stream Arcade stream. Okay. I'll be honest with you, I can't eat either. Okay. Perfect. All right. I guess Devil in Me doesn't have a listing on Steam yet. Nope. Alright, so I'm just gonna have to put it as House of Ashes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. The video's just about to be live, everybody. I hope you enjoyed being the first people to ever see it. Might be Banshees, might be Irish stuff, could be space, we could finally get our slasher game. There's any number of things that it could be. There's no swearing in there, but there is brutal violence. That's true, Mapopolis. Alright, add an end screen. Import from video. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I think I'm good. I can make them a little bigger. A lot of people think that, Harrison. I don't know if that's the case, but all the same people thought Black Forest was going to be Game 4, so... I don't know if I trust the Black Forest people. Is that who's been just liking all of my videos, Marissa? Was it you the whole time? Alright, done and done. So the video is posted. We're doing fine. We got 100 new subscribers since yesterday. Hi, all my new subscribers. Thank you for dropping by. Yes. If we get to 25,000, I have to do a face reveal. Start putting my face on streams and whatnot. So that should be weird. But people have asked. All right, so we're going to wrap up the stream here. I want to thank everybody for dropping by and joining me on our journey through the end of House of Ashes. We're going to be back here tomorrow at noon again in order to play some of my beloved Antstream Arcade, which we're a couple of weeks away from, like, having played every single game in the collection. It's going to be cool. You just have to wait a week, Railways. Space indeed, Mepopolis. Space indeed. We'll see you back here for that. But until then, I'm going to say that's right. Au revoir.